division of polynomials. This video is just going to deal with how we do long division of polynomials, not why and how it works. There'll be another optional video if you're interested in why this works. In order to divide polynomials, we need to use long division, and so first we should probably remember how we do long division. So I'm doing 405 divided by 7. That's 7 into 405. This is my dividend that I am splitting up. This is my divisor that I'm dividing by. I will get an answer that contains a quotient and a remainder. So 7 into 4 doesn't go, 7 into 40 goes 5 times. Now we're used to doing short division if we do it at all these days. We just do long division in our heads. We go, well, 7 times 5 was 35, so out of 40 we've got 5 left over, so we squeeze a little 5 in there to make 55, and we put 7 into 55 and we start again. Long division, if we remember, is just writing all those steps down. So we start by going, well, 7 times 5 is 35. 40 take away 35 leaves me with 5, and I bring down the 5 and I've got 55. And now I'm going to do 7 into 55. That goes 7 times. And to check what my remainder is, that's 7 times 7 is 49. And we subtract, and we're left with 6. And that's past the stage where 7 can go into it, so I've got remainder 6. So that's long division. You probably haven't seen it since primary school. Now I'm going to keep coming back to this to show you how we use long division in the context of polynomials. For starters, don't look at this right in the form bit because that's just too scary for the moment. We're going to divide px, this polynomial, by x minus 2. So we set it up as long division. X minus 2 will go into x cubed plus 2x squared minus x plus 3. Now the steps that you're going to need to follow are just divide the x out of the divisor into the first term of the polynomial. Don't worry about the other part of the divisor. It's just the x into the x squared. X into x squared, x into x cubed goes x squared times, because x squared times x is x cubed. Go back to our long division. Once I've worked out how many times it goes in, I multiply that out to find out what's been dealt with and what the remainder is. So this is where I work out what happens with the negative 2 part, because I'm going to do the first part here of my quotient, x squared, times the divisor, x minus 2. And so I get x cubed. You'll always get that first term that you just did the x into, but this will be something different in most cases. Negative 2 times, so this was x squared times x squared times negative 2 minus 2x squared. In long division, we'd then put a line under and subtract to find out what was left. X cubed minus x cubed, nothing, those will always cancel. 2x squared minus negative 2x squared is 2x squared plus 2x squared. I've got 4x squared left over. In long division, you bring down what's left. Bring down what's left. Minus x plus 3. Now you're going to do it again. So I'll just write our steps here. So we divide the x from the divisor into the first term. Multiply resulting factor, really, by the divisor. subtract to find the remainder. And don't forget to bring down what's left. So, we're going to do that again. The x into the 4x squared goes 4x times, because x times 4x is 4x squared. So it's positive plus 4x. So we divide the x from the divisor into the first term. We multiply that resulting factor by the divisor. 4x times x minus 2. So this is finding out, well, how many times did the minus 2 go in? So, oh, I went down a line, sorry. That will be 4x squared, 4x times negative 2, minus 8x. Sorry, I'm switching around colours here, it's a bit confusing. Subtract. Remember, these two are always going to cancel out. 4x squared minus 4x squared goes away. Negative x squared minus negative 8x is 7x. Bring down what's left. We do it again. X into 7x goes 7 times. Now you've got to the end of a polynomial. So you know that there won't be any more of this going into x again. You've just got to find the remainder once you get to the end of your polynomial. We've got our 7. Multiply it back. 7 outside of x minus 2 is 7x, 7 times minus 14. Subtract, they cancel. 3 minus negative 14 is 3 plus 14, it's 17. We've got remainder 17. Because we can't put our x into the 17, we've got to the end of our polynomial, we've just got a little bit extra. So, the next bit, and write in the form, the original polynomial equals the divisor times the quotient plus the remainder, which, if we were looking at this, that would be like saying, well, 405 equals 7 lots of 57 plus 6. So all we're doing is saying our original amount is this many lots of 57 and the remainder. So when we're writing this in that form, our original polynomial, x cubed plus 2x squared minus x plus 3, is equal to our divisor, x minus 2, times the quotient that we got, plus 17. And if you expanded this out and added the 17 and gathered like terms, you would get this. One more example, just so you've got it. If you reckon you're happy, do feel free to stop at this point and come back to this if you need it. Please note that this form is exactly the same as the form we said before. It's the remainder form. Dividend, what we started with, equals the divisor times the quotient plus the remainder. So, to work through this one, set it up as a long division. The x goes into the first term. X into 2x cubed goes 2x squared. Multiply our result by the divisor, and that will be 2x cubed, which we were expecting. 2x squared times 3 is plus 6x squared. Subtract to find out what's left. 2x cubed minus 2x cubed goes away. Negative x squared minus 6x squared, negative 7x squared, bring down the rest, plus 3x minus 1. It's as if this has plus 0, and so you're going 3x minus 0 is 3x, negative 1 minus 0 is negative 1. So you're actually not bringing down so much as you are subtracting the whole thing with these 0 terms. Do it again. X into negative 7x squared goes negative 7x times. Take that result, negative 7x, and multiply by our divisor. Negative 7x times x gets us negative 7x squared, which is the same as that. Good. Negative 7x times 3 minus 21x plus 0. So that'll come down here. Put your line underneath and subtract. Negative 7x minus negative 7x cancels out. 3x plus 21x is 24x. Bring down your negative 1. We've still got an x involved, so we still have to keep going. We haven't got to the end of our polynomial. X into 24x goes 24 times. 24 times x plus 3 is 24x plus 72. Put your line under it. 24x minus 24x goes away. Negative 1 minus 72 is minus 73. We've got our remainder, and they want it written as the original polynomial equals the divisor times the quotient. Oops, yep, 2x squared. I'll just move so you can see where I'm getting that from. It's up here. Minus 7x plus 24 plus the remainder, which in this case is minus 73. And that is the answer in the form that they asked for.